Hi, Sunday night. I've had a lovely day and I feel much more chilled out and better than I've done for a few days, so that's good. I think I just wanted to say before I went to bed, sometimes I just want to speak, and so because we have free will and free speech at the moment anyway, hopefully things won't go too crazy in the opposite direction, and the increase of people speaking out will protect free speech even more. But yeah, I've had psychological evaluations a few times connected to jobs that I've done, and my mind and brain are in tip-top gear. I don't fall under any category. I just wanted to put that out there. So, you know, I've got free will, free speech, so I just talk, and that's fine. And but anyway, so I'm just going to talk. I've just felt today how just how divisive even awake people can be. And I sometimes think, because I talk a lot about rhesus negative people, that that I am contributing to the divisive nature of things. But I'm not, because I'm just talking about me. I'm talking about me, and I'm just trying to create ideas and get my voice out some way. And this is, again, it is just for me. This it's therapy. It's therapeutic. It's nice and it's freeing, and it's really great to be in a place where we can be free with our speech and thoughts. So awakenings and healing ourselves, and you know, making the world a better place, which does come from within. Individually, we'll attach it to something, you know, a religion or a concept or an idea or whatever, and it doesn't matter what that is, because the more tightly you hold on to a belief and dogmatically stick to that, just the worse I think things get in the world. Confusion, division, religion, atheism, you know, oh God, all of it, believing in one thing or the not so steadfastly that it leaves you blind to the truth within. And I don't ever, if I come across anything I don't like or I don't agree with, there's just no way that I would, I've said this before, there's no way that I would interfere or say my piece unless it was something that I completely knew 100% or I was so steadfast on. But like I said, I think the point of life is to just drift along and to just be like the wind and hold nothing dear, because things will be taken away. So yeah, it's like I think that what's great about the internet is that we can all come together and support each other and give good ideas and good advice, or just, you know, not sometimes, but it doesn't need to be interfered with, because everything's a personal journey and a personal interpretation of your own mind, body and soul. And yeah, I want the evils of the world to be rectified, and I want corruption and deceit to end as much as the next person. I'm not particularly waiting for the world to end, but I do feel something's in the air. Hopefully it is just a great awakening of of souls and a freedom from entrapment and programming, which I feel it is. But yeah, it shocks me sometimes that we're not all just, behind each other, and we all have to, I don't know, people have to hold on to their own things so much that they have to tell you, or they have to, reading comments on YouTube is the biggest sort of example of this. It doesn't matter what you watch, or sometimes even on my stuff, and differences of opinion are huge. Of course they are, because life is a personal journey, and we find the answers within, and everybody's different. But I've found some commonalities in gematria today again. It's like, I spoke about this at the beginning of my awakening, number codes, synchronicities, and they still happen now. But today, I've seen 4 different people from a very small list of subscribers that I have, talking about gematria. I want to say gematria, but maybe that's because I'm English. And codes within words, whether it's Jewish gematria or, I don't know, I think there's many different ways you can interpret words. But so numbers have never been a big thing for me, but words have. I love words, and I love books, and I love writing. And I love the idea of code breaking as well, so I'm going to start studying this, because there's some really interesting findings from this type of interpretation. So I'm going to put a little link down to one. I mentioned this lady in one of my earlier videos, because it just popped up on my phone, and the particular video that she was talking about, it was whoa, it was so for me that one day. And so I'll just put a little link to hers, and it's one of many that I've seen today, and I just like the idea that evil and corruption can be spotted and exposed, and I like how the internet, throughout all its bads and whatever, brings people together if we stay like the wind and we stay non-judgmental and divisive. And I think with momentum, which happens at an exponential rate with technology these days, that shit should change soon. I really hope so. There's too much hurt being caused. The earth is in a terrible state, and I think we all just want the best for ourselves, our children, and our future generations. And so the individual awakening and the collective great awakening can't come quick enough for humanity. So let's love each other, and let's not judge or be scared. Or we can use discernment, we should use discernment, but we shouldn't just take the thought, keep it for yourself, and pass it on if you really feel you need to. Because I think if people are brave enough to speak out in such times of fear, then I listen to so many things, and I can tell you that and again, most people that listen to this, they'll be feeling the same. It's half of the things I say, I'm sure 90% of the people that listen will be thinking, you're talking shit, and just not resonating with me, and that's fine. I'm not going to cry about it unless people start commenting, and then I'll just block them and fucking get rid. It's not going to affect me. But I know some people get real shit by talking out, So, yeah, everybody, if you've got such a strong opinion, it'd be really nice if everybody could use the right to free speech, which we have at the moment, and can start doing their own videos, because there are people all over the world. Some are for us and some are for other people, and some will be for you, some will be for me. But yeah, let's keep the energies up collectively if we can, without getting all childish about beliefs, religions, fucking hell, just theories, what beliefs. Yeah, and let's just keep looking around and seeing what we can do to help. Small ways, a lot of small helps make big change. I've been noticing animals acting strangely again. I've mentioned this in other videos, but I'm just going to touch on a little clip of my hamster, because it's not normal. She's never done this before, and I've noticed other animals doing it as well. So have a lovely Sunday night, and yeah, come together. This is my hamster Pinky, and it just runs around in circles like this. Never used to do that. It used to run around on the wheel. But I noticed the spiral movements of animals. My friend's rabbits do this. Those reindeer that I was talking about do it. The insects and the birds, the butterflies. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm sure it's something to do with frequencies and God knows, maybe it's something to do with the poles shifting or magnetic forces or poor little thing. I just think, God, just give yourself a break, but she just can't stop doing that. Bloody weird, isn't it? Poor little thing.